It's probably best to film this one, I'm not sure. I'm flying the Learjet, and I am about, I think it's about 50,000 feet, fuck knows, I don't know, 37,000 feet, just coming up to the stratosphere, and I need to land this at Heathrow, so I'm going to have a little look around the sim, just to show you what it's all about. Oh, sorry about this. Right, Heathrow's just up the river, so give me just a moment. Right. What I'll do is just bring my controls down a bit. Take the plane down a little bit more. There's no passengers on board, so I'm not necessarily going to make all the corrections and everything, all the other bollocks, because I just really want to land the plane just to show you what the flight simulator is like and what it can do, how realistic it is and isn't, and so forth. At the moment I'm gaining speed because I'm dropping, even though my engines are on idle. What I'm using, just let me just level up, sorry about this, I might drop the flap just slightly. I've got flaps controlled there, whoops, shit, actually too much strain on the flaps there, you see it does have alarms. I'm using a flight control shift sticks with a controller and mouse and keyboard. You can't necessarily see it unless I get more light in the room. Well, it doesn't really help that great deal. But you actually have twin shifts there. You can actually, let me change the lighting just to show you what I'm actually using. I'm sitting inside a flight chair, and there you have you can use each throttle for each engine. Everything's programmed on here, so you can activate different parts of the plane, the same as here. I've got flaps here, for instance, full flaps. I didn't like that. I've got increment flaps here. This changes my view and this pans the view. This one here I can drop the landing gear, and I've got speed brake round here. As for the actual brakes, I can press this for the brakes, this for the parking brake, and then I've got this little trigger which will do my ATC window, so if I want air traffic control. And it will link into air traffic control, and we can make it so that if I go on the live settings, then on live settings what I can do is I can actually bring in real air traffic control, and there are certain people out there that will just play air traffic control. I mean, personally I find that very boring. I would prefer to fly the plane than pretend to be air traffic control, but you know, each person's got their own thing that they do. Personally, fucking hell, that just sounds like a laborious task and not that much fun. But I think a lot of people find it good because there's strategy. Oh shit, sorry, press the wrong button there. Didn't really want to create my own IFR. Right, I'm still on idle, and I see the runway up ahead. I'm just going to take us down because this will speed up quite dramatically at this particular angle. But that is purely because we're at the moment 29,000 feet up and dropping. If I tilt the plane, you can see London City, but there's no way on earth I'm going to make London City. And that white dot at the end there, as you can see, That's the Millennium Dome. I mean, considering how huge that is how small it actually looks at 29,000 feet. I've got realism settings on to a degree. It will record stresses and so forth and give me warnings and everything else, but I've got crash damage switched off, and the reason for that is I'm having a muck about today rather than playing for seriousness. Usually I would play seriously because I like to get my landings correct. So on this, if you may notice, I might touch down just a little bit early, or you know, things sometimes a little bit hard. On this it shouldn't be too much of a problem because being a Learjet, it's really quite good on flaps. It's got reverse thrust and it's got brakes. Sorry, my brain is going cuckoo. Also, I'm using my phone to record this as well as trying to fly. I might drop some more flaps. Actually, just right. Contact London Center. Yep. Oh shit. Probably. This is what bugs me about the Learjet, and I don't know if it is correct like that. But I find because the engines are at the back of the plane, when you take off, it really sort of throws itself up. Oh fuck! I'm stalling. Sorry, excuse me. I tell you what, my language is terrible on this because I'm in my own home relaxing rather than making a training video as such. I end up swearing loads. Right, where are we at? So we're at 19,000 feet and dropping. Still very, very high up. I've gained speed. I've got to drop the. Do you know what? I'm trying to drop the speed. I'll tell you what I do have. There's a little lock on here that can. It joins the two control pieces together, so I can use both throttles at once. Now, sometimes to slow down, I would use my landing gear. I could drop my landing gear at this speed. It's not ideal. Normally, like on these settings, it would say, you know, it's causing strain on the landing gear because you're not supposed to drop your landing gear. I think below 150 miles an hour, or sorry, faster than 150 miles an hour, because it causes strain. I've got to acknowledge the handoff. So I've got a mouse, and I've got a mouse plate here. You can barely see it on the video, and that there is actually a drink socket holder. Usually when I'm flying, I like to have a vodka and coke, but I'm on some lovely pills at the moment, and it really isn't a good idea to drink on them. They make me dopey enough. I think I'm going over to some waterworks there. Sorry about the shakiness. A lot of it isn't actually to do with the video shaking, it's more to do with my flying. I'll drop some more flaps. I've gone into full flaps, this is why it's giving me this error message. Bring up the flaps a little bit. And I need to activate yaw dampener. You see it's bouncing all over the place? It's because I've got yaw dampener switched off, so you only have to touch the control and it bounces up and down. I might just take it off a little bit. Right, where am I at? I mean, I'm going to land anyway. It's probably not ideal, I probably should circle, but I'm going to try and land this anyway. So I think we're at about 6,000 feet, I think it said. 5.5. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and go to full flaps now. Do you know what? I'm going to bring the flaps down a bit, put speed brake on instead. Because speed brake can take the force, which the flaps can't. Come on, flaps. Alright, yeah, again. Where are we at there? 3,200. I'm going to take us down a bit more. I've got full speed brake on, and I'm going to level us up. Now coming in at 1,700 feet, and just because I'm coming in way too fast, I'm going to drop the landing gear as well, which should slow us down dramatically. But again, that is an illegal manoeuvre because I've just dropped the landing gear at 230 miles an hour, which has caused a lot of problems. But it has slowed me down quite considerably. And when I land on the runway, just trying to level up. This is the outside of the plane just to show you. See, really, I would normally, because I'm videoing, increase speed now, but I can't because I'm holding the camera. And I actually just missed the ILS. I would have torn this plane apart had I clipped that. You know, that is probably one of the most stupidest landings you could make, but at the same time it hasn't actually caused the plane too much damage. It's probably caused a bit of tyre damage there. And then I've got full reverse thrust to slow down. And then you can actually choose, should you want to, you can choose to taxi to the gates and all that sort of stuff. And then engage the brakes, acknowledge taxi clearance on here. I mean, I can do this and then I can turn on progressive taxi, for instance. Now, progressive taxi, what that does is puts arrows on the floor, so it tells you where to go, which is really quite ideal. I would show you taxiing, but you know, I need to finish this video off, and I'm sure you don't want to see that at me drive around the airport for the next 10-15 minutes trying to taxi. So I won't. You do have the ability to shut down the engines completely. I put a button into the controller and I completely shut down, and then I can raise flaps from here again. You can even do, there's some funky things you can do as well, which again, not necessarily needed for the flight simulator, but you can, should you wish to, you can open the doors. And the other thing you can do as well, which again, really silly, but you can switch on the no smoking sign and, you know, and the passenger sit down type sign. So there it is, that's the flight simulator on the Learjet Bombardier. Anyway, I'm going to switch this off now.